Welcome to Emotions and Stories. Yet another day of Rahul's grand Valentine week plan. 6 dates with 6 very different ladies. Well, it can be exhausting, the planning and the emotions they bring out. How do you think Rahul is doing? Let's find out in today's episode. Teddy Day. Rahul woke up on the fourth day of his romantic adventure feeling both exhilarated and slightly drained. The previous dates had been a whirlwind of emotions, and he was starting to feel the weight of balancing multiple connections. But today was Teddy Day, a day symbolizing comfort, warmth, and playful affection. He had lined up two exciting dates, each promising a different kind of charm. Asha, the study partner, had always been the studious, bookish types, and their relationship had been built around long nights of cramming for exams, coffee fueled debates, and an intellectual chemistry that had been undeniable. They hadn't spoken in years, but Rahul remembered how her passion for literature and history always made for interesting conversations. He arrived at their meeting spot, a cozy bookstore cafe, holding a small, plush teddy bear dressed like Shakespeare. As soon as she saw it, Aisha burst into laughter. "You remembered," she said, taking the teddy. "I used to say Shakespeare was my one true love." "Well, I figured if I can't compete with him, I might as well join him," Rahul teased, settling into his seat. Their conversation flowed effortlessly. Asha talked about her recent work as a research analyst, and Rahul found him drawn to her passion and intellect. She still had that spark in her eyes when she discussed literature, and he found it oddly comforting. "You know, Rahul, I used to think we would end up together," she admitted, suddenly stirring her tea. "Back in college, I always thought our late night study sessions meant something more." Rahul blinked. I never knew you felt like that." "I never said it," she replied with a soft smile. "But looking at you now, I think we were meant to push each other, not necessarily be together." Her words left Rahul deep in thought. Was he really looking for love or just reminiscing about something that was once there? As they said their goodbyes, he hugged her warmly, realizing that some connections were meant to stay in the past, cherished but not rekindled. If Aisha had been his intellectual equal, Tanya had been his wildest adventure. Their summer together had been a blur of spontaneous road trips, late night swims, and impulsive decisions that had defined his most carefree days. She was unpredictable, energetic, and unapologetically herself. Meeting Tanya again was like stepping into a time machine. She greeted him with a playful punch on the arm. "So, Sharma, still playing it safe, or have you finally learned to live a little?" I think I have evolved," he shot back, handing her a fluffy teddy bear holding a heart. "This is for you. Figured you would appreciate a little softness." She smirked. "Cute. But you still owe me a dare." Rahul chuckled. "Of course I do. What do you have in mind?" Tanya grinned mischievously and led him to an amusement park. "Loser buys dinner," she challenged as they raced towards the bumper cars. The night was filled with laughter, reckless games, and an undeniable chemistry that neither of them could ignore. As they stood in line for the Ferris wheel, Tanya looked at him thoughtfully. "Do you ever miss it? The thrill of not knowing what's next?" Rahul considered her words. I do, but I think at some point I started looking for something more stable. She nodded. Yeah, me too. But sometimes I wonder if stability means losing the excitement. As they reached the top of the Ferris wheel, the city lights twinkling below them, Rahul realized how different Tanya was from the others. She was a reminder of a time when love had been easy, spontaneous, and unplanned. But could he see himself with someone who thrived on unpredictability? By the end of the night, he walked her to her car, feeling a strange mix of nostalgia and uncertainty. Tanya hugged him tightly. Don't overthink too much, Sharma. Sometimes love isn't about finding the perfect person, it's about enjoying the ride. As he drove home, Rahul reflected on his day. Aisha had shown him the beauty of study, intellectual companionship. Tanya had reminded him of the thrill of passion and unpredictability. Two vastly different women, two vastly different feelings. For the first time, he wondered, was he looking for excitement or was he ready to settle into something deeper? With that thought lingering, he knew that the week ahead was only going to get more complicated. I hope you enjoyed today's dates that Rahul went on. Let's find out what his next two dates hold. Thank you.